and welcome to the second episode of Cafe Chats. I'm Meredith Hansen, Resource Specialist at the Aging and Disability Resource Center, ADRC.
And I'm Chris Kabasic, Community Health Educator with the Brown County Health and Human Services Public Health Division. And today we're going to focus on dementia, a public health epidemic here in our community. Now, when you hear the words dementia, Alzheimer's, memory loss, you usually have the picture of an 80-plus-year-old person, but that isn't necessarily always the case.
No, that's actually a stereotype, Chris. And here with us today to debunk that myth is Nicolette Miller, Dementia Care Specialist here at the ADRC. So Nicolette, tell us more about that stereotype.
Well, yes, Meredith, this is a stereotype. There are people as young as in their 20s who have been diagnosed with some form of dementia. And we also can't forget about the kids and the teenagers who are also affected by dementia when a parent or a grandparent is living with dementia. Right here in Brown County, we have about 14,000 people living with some form of dementia, and 90% of those folks are living in their own home or the home of a family member, not in nursing home settings.
Wow, that really is the public health epidemic that Chris was talking about, and interesting to note that many people are living out in the community, not in a nursing home setting. So what is going to be the trend going forward in the future?
Well, Meredith, in Wisconsin right now, we have about 115,000 people age 65 and older living with some form of dementia. We know that that's just going to increase, and that doesn't even include the 5% of our population who is under age 65 living with dementia.
Good point.
If we think about it, in another 3 years, that number is going to grow to about 123,000. So think of this visual. That's enough people to fill every seat at Lambeau Field and Miller Park combined.
Oh my gosh, that's a huge, huge number.
That's amazing. Yeah, it really is. And let's fast forward even from there, another 20 years, and Wisconsin will have up to 240,000 people age 65 and older living with some form of dementia, which is over double the amount of people we have today.
Huge number.
So with that in mind, what are we doing here in Brown County?
Well, here in Brown County, Chris, we are fortunate to have a dementia care specialist position. Brown County is one of 26 counties and 3 tribes in Wisconsin that have a dementia care specialist position. And these are specialized positions that allow the ADRC to be the place to go to connect with local resources and community supports. The dementia care specialist position has really 3 parts to it, if you want to say that. Number one is to create a dementia-friendly environment here at the ADRC, where the ADRC is able to provide people with that specialized support and individualized services there in connection to community resources. Number 2, to provide direct service to individuals and families through evidence-based programming, memory screens, and consultation. And number 3, to act as a catalyst in providing a dementia-friendly community.
So Nicolette, you were talking about community initiatives, and I've heard you mention Purple Angel training before. Can you tell us a little bit more about what that is?
Absolutely. The Purple Angel Dementia Friendly Business Training is an effort through the Brown County Dementia Friendly Coalition. Basically, that training is designed to teach businesses some symptoms of dementia and how to provide exceptional customer support to their customers living with dementia. This is a concept that originated in the United Kingdom by a gentleman named Norm McNamara. So Norm was age 50 when he was diagnosed with Lewy body dementia. One day he had been shopping at a local business that he had been to many times before, and unfortunately was treated rudely by an employee there. So Norm basically went home and he decided this business needed more education about dementia so he and others living with dementia in his community could continue to shop there. Okay. So what he did was he took some information back to the business, he asked them to read it over, and that he'd come back the next day to discuss it with him. When he did that, he gave them a Purple Angel sticker to put on the front door, signifying to the community that this is a really safe place, a welcoming place for people with dementia to go and shop. And hence a movement was born.
Okay.
So this Purple Angel, Meredith, has made its way all around the world and landed right here in Brown County.
Oh, neat.
It is pretty neat.
To get a better understanding of the Purple Angel training here in Brown County, we're going to visit a local business to find out how they were able to utilize the training when a consumer came into their establishment. You're going to hear from the business itself, and then you'll also hear from a caregiver on the importance of the Purple Angel training.
I think that awareness is key. I think most of us, at least when we went through the training, they said, show of hands of who's known someone with dementia. Almost everybody puts a hand up, right? So almost everyone has had an experience with it. So it's personal, it hits home, and I think that has added to the importance of the training and why people take so much away from it.
At this time, there are 8 branches of Associated Bank that have been trained in the Purple Angel dementia-friendly business training and are now dementia-friendly. Here with me today are Jeff Irwin, Market Manager, and Jennifer Peterson, Teller Supervisor. So Jeff, please share with us why Purple Angel training is important to Associated Bank.
Sure, thanks for having us. I think it's been a big help for a lot of our branches. It gives our frontline staff, both our tellers and our bankers, an extra tool in their toolbox when they're helping our customers. So oftentimes they're the face of the bank as customers are coming in. They'll see hundreds of customers a day, thousands on a monthly basis. And I think it's important for them to have the training to be able to realize when something might be amiss. And I think that this has really helped with that.
Wonderful. Well, we certainly appreciate Associated being concerned about customers with dementia, and thank you for taking on this training. So would you recommend the Purple Angel training, Jeff, to other businesses in Brown County?
Absolutely, absolutely. It was a nice opportunity to get all of our staff together, and I thought the program was well designed and very efficient, and it really gave some good takeaways for our staff to take with them.
Excellent, excellent. And Jennifer, from your perspective as a teller supervisor, how has the Purple Angel training changed interactions with your customers?
I think for us, bringing the awareness to the branch was great because we have customers that come in all the time, but we never really think about it as, what could they be having going on with them. So the awareness for the branch was great, but then also when we have the customers in front of us and they might be struggling, just to have that extra patience and, work with them and make sure we're having them in the conversation. And so it's just been really helpful, all together on the teller line.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. Is there an experience that you can share with us where the training material was helpful for staff?
Yes, definitely. We did have one customer who came in and she seemed, like she wanted to take a large amount out of her account, which wasn't normal for her. And then, we sat with her, we had a couple discussions about why she wanted to take that much out and, when we could make things available. So she just wanted to have the money to just have it because she never was able to just hold on to it. We did get her family involved. So we used the tools that we learned in the training. And we're able to, be patient, be calm, have the conversations. And then I'll also reach out to her family. And then we also reached out, and we're able to get other people to help us as well so she can get the help she needs.
Well, that is so great because that is exactly what this training is designed to do, is to give that extra support and connect folks in the community to the support that's out there and help them remain active in the community and doing the things that are important to them. So thank you.
Thank you.
Have you had any customers that have asked about your Purple Angel window cling in the front window?
Yes, we've had quite a few customers actually ask, and then we've had customers who come in and they bring their children with them, which are a little older, but they've noticed too, especially if they're, been affected by dementia or something like that. So they've said, yeah, I seen you have the decal in your window, and they haven't seen a lot, so they're really excited that we have that in our window.
Excellent, great. And finally, how has the training changed your perspective on adults with dementia?
I just feel like we have the customers that are coming in. Like I said before, we don't know what might be going on with them. So just to be patient and, understand that, their regular transactions and things they did before might be a little frustrating to them. It might be complicated. So just to work with them, they're our customers. We want to make sure this is the best experience for them as well.
Great. Well, Jeff and Jennifer, thank you again so much for being here today and for taking on the Purple Angel Dementia-Friendly Business Training to continue to provide excellent customer support to folks in our community who have dementia and making this a better place for everybody in our community.
Absolutely, and thank you for putting it together.
You're welcome.
Thank you to Associated Bank and everyone involved in sharing that valuable information with us on how Purple Angel Training helped you and your business and your customers. As you can see from their example, Purple Angel Training is not only important to the people living in our community with dementia, but the businesses as well. So Nicolette, with that in mind, how many businesses are actually Purple Angel trained currently?
Well, Meredith, by the end of March, we had 17 businesses Purple Angel trained who are now dementia friendly, and we have more that are scheduled to be trained in the future. The impact on the community is really that people with dementia are able to be part of the community longer and do the things that have been important to them their whole lives. Going to the bank, going to the grocery store, checking out a book at the library. So this really adds to quality of life, and ultimately it's a win-win for the business as well. The business is able to attract new customers by having that Purple Angel on the window, and they're also able to retain customers by understanding dementia and getting those customers with dementia coming back through their door because they know that they'll be met with understanding and support. So as you can see, it's good for our whole community.
And like you had mentioned earlier, 90% living with dementia are living in the community.
Yes.
So that just makes complete sense.
Nicolette, you also mentioned a countywide coalition for dementia that's putting on these trainings. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Thank you for asking, Chris. Our Brown County Dementia Friendly Coalition is really a group of organizations, agencies, and individuals that are committed to making Brown County a better place for people to live. It's made up of different sectors of our community. So we have law enforcement, fire department, caregivers, people with dementia, the Crisis Center, Alzheimer's Association, public health, all levels of care providers, higher education, our caregiver coalition, the Oneida tribe, clinicians, and healthcare systems. So a lot of people at the table, which is a great thing. We've actually created 3 subcommittees in our coalition that are really task-driven. So we have our Memory Cafe subcommittee, our Down Syndrome and Alzheimer's committee, and of course our Purple Angel subcommittee.
So this is another example of how the Aging and Disability Resource Center and the Brown County Public Health Division are coming together to work on our partnerships to assist those living with dementia in our community. And here today we have Kathy Jansen. She is one of the public health nurses. She serves on the Dementia Coalition and will soon be leading Purple Angel trainings. Kathy, why is learning about dementia so helpful in the work that we do in public health? And what value does it bring to being on the coalition?
Chris, this is a great example and a great opportunity for the community organizations that come together to help with the public health dilemma that we have with dementia. Dementia, as we know, affects so many different age groups. We see families that come in for vaccinations. We see grandparents bringing their grandchildren in to the Brown County Health Department because they are caring for them and raising them. Being on the coalition keeps dementia at the forefront of the work that we do. I get the opportunity to train employees at different businesses in the community to help prepare them to work with the people that do have dementia as well as the families and their caregivers. If we all work together, we can go further to make our community dementia friendly and therefore helping the 14,000 and growing number with dementia right here in Brown County feel safe and welcome. Together we can combat the public health epidemic of dementia.
Yes, Kathy, and thank you. And thank you to all of our dementia-friendly community coalition members, our Purple Angel trainers, our subcommittee members, our Memory Cafe volunteers. Without each of you, we could not do the things that we do in our community, and we just so appreciate your dedication, your support, and your passion to make our community a better place for people to live.
Absolutely. Working together, we can all make a difference for our community as a whole.
Yes, we can. And with that in mind, Nicolette, how can a business go about getting Purple Angel trained? And even more importantly, what can we as residents in the community do to help all of these community initiatives?
Well, if you're a business and you'd like to be trained, all you have to do is give me a call here at the ADRC, and we'll make sure to schedule that Purple Angel training for you. If you're a community member watching today, all you have to do is talk to the businesses that you support about the Purple Angel Dementia-Friendly Business Training. Let them know it's important to you. Think about the gas station you go to, your hair salon, where you like to go out to eat on Friday night, and talk to them about it and ask them to become dementia-friendly. It's very easy, and we can all become dementia champions.
Like Nicolette said, we can all become dementia champions. We encourage you to go out and talk to local businesses. And for businesses, we're going to give you just a little bit more information on where this Purple Angel training fits in a Brown County initiative. Troy Streckenbach, County Executive, is going to tell us just a little bit more about how you can make an impact on the community and be recognized for the certifications you could receive.
The Purple Angel Dementia-Friendly Business Certification is one of several certifications that are available to businesses in Brown County under a new initiative of our Brown County Executive, Troy Streckenbach, who I have with me today. Thank you for being here, Troy.
Yes, it's my pleasure. One of the many great things that the county does is making people aware and trying to actually get businesses to understand the people that are in their community. And one of the cool programs that was brought by the ADRC was this Purple Angel program. And it's essentially really trying to reach out to the businesses to try to better educate them about the residents within their community, how to best manage and recognize when they have an individual who might have dementia. And it is a growing occurrence that's taken place in our community. Right now we have roughly, if I'm not mistaken, around 14,000 individuals in Brown County that currently have dementia. And our goal in this program is to allow these individuals to continue to live life as comfortably as possible, to be able to continue to enjoy the opportunities in our community by going out to the local banks or potentially going to a restaurant. And if we're able to get businesses to go through your Purple Heart Angel certification program, they can learn how they can best interact with those individuals. And so from that standpoint, it's one of the many certifications that the county does offer. And it's a great partnership that we do have with our ADRC. And we hope that businesses that are hearing this will take advantage and contact the ADRC about what could they do to become dementia friendly in their own business. And so from our standpoint, this is one of the many programs that we do to help businesses become more successful and truly represent the community at hand.
Absolutely, and thank you for your support on this effort, and we're very happy to be part of the business certification program. Would you be able to tell us a little bit more about the other certifications that are available to businesses?
Sure. So the Brown County started an initiative. It's essentially a number of different initiatives that we have. As you just heard, we have the Purple Heart, Purple Angel program in terms of helping with businesses to learn how to interact with individuals who have dementia. But we also have a certification that directly assists businesses in preparedness. If you're operating your business and all of a sudden there is a potential tornado or a massive fire or some type of natural event that you need to know how to address with the customers in your business, we actually have a program that helps businesses be prepared for those occurrences when they take place. We know that by being prepared, generally that saves lives, and that's something that we want to make sure that we're communicating and making available to the businesses in our community. That emergency preparedness program is through our health department, and it's something that can be just if you made a call, they would set you up and help you with that plan. Another certification that we actually provide is actually authenticating the business in Brown County. So if you are a business that's actively incorporated and located in Brown County, we know that the power of the internet is becoming more and more prevalent in terms of businesses being able to showcase and sell their product and reaching their customers. When a government authorizes and certifies that you're an actual business, it actually helps them with their Google and their SEO optimization. Mm-hmm. So from that standpoint, if a business decides to want to be certified by Brown County, we'll go through that process. They can go on our website and find that out. And from there, we certify them, and then we can add that to their overall SEO optimization, which then allows them to have better search opportunities.
Wow. Well, that's really neat. That's wonderful. And these are just great ways that businesses in Brown County can be contributing to making Brown County a better place for everybody to live. And the information will be following as to how your business can become involved in these certification programs. Thank you.
Great, thank you.
Thank you, Troy, for giving us that really valuable information, and we so appreciate the support that you have given to the Purple Angel training in our community so far. And we'd like to thank all of our community partners that have been a part of Purple Angel training thus far, and future partners that we hope will join us in this endeavor. Thank you to the Public Health Division here in Brown County for their continued support, for Kathy for joining us today, and of course, my co-host Chris.
It's always a pleasure.
And thanks, Nicolette, for taking time to share such really valuable information on dementia, the statistics that are going to be affecting our community, and most importantly, how we can all come together as a community to combat this public health epidemic of dementia.
Absolutely. Thanks, Meredith.
Stay tuned for our next cafe chat. It'll be coming up in the month of May, and we hope to bring you some more interesting topics like the ones you've heard already. If you have any feedback for us, watch for our videos on Facebook and on YouTube, and let us know what you think. Thanks for watching. Tell us more. Is it filming? Well, could you see my facial expressions going like?
I did.
Are you ready? I was gonna say I don't see the red light because the camera has moved. They were able to utilize their training to make a difference in one of the. Oh my God, you're so funny. Okay. Basically, say that song, Chris. Let's do it again. Oh shoot. All levels of. Nice.
Can we start over that part?
Oh, sorry, I keep kicking you.
Just fine.
Bop me.
Nailed it.
Woohoo!